Greetings, fellow Pope defenders. In this video, we'll be doing a response to Ben from Cleaving to Antiquity. Now, Ben often appeals to Catholic sources as an authority for his beliefs, as a non-denominational pastor, and we think that's great. This has led to him accepting baptismal regeneration and other Catholic beliefs which are widely rejected by non-denominational Protestants, who trace their roots back to Baptist and confessional standards like the London Baptist Confession. Ben would reject these confessional standards, however, as it would force him to defend his Protestant tradition. With that said, let's get into this.
Roman Catholics will often claim that there is no distinction at the Council of Rome and that all of the books in the canon were to be honored with equal veneration.
Well, there is a distinction, the distinction being between proto-canonical books accepted by the Hebrews and the deuterocanonical books which were accepted later due to debates, but both are accepted as sacred scripture.
Not distinguishing between the Apocrypha and the 66 primary canon. However, if that was the case, do you think Pope Gregory the Great was just confused when he said this? When reference to which particular we are not acting irregularly. If from the books, though not canonical, yet brought out.
So here's the issue with this, right? So the problem is canonical can have different meanings, and in this sense it's not meant as uninspired, heretical, doubtful, or apocryphal, because Pope St. Gregory the Great, the 64th Pope, never used that language for the Deuterocanon, but the early Protestants did. Deuterocanon also means second canon, and that could be the distinction he's making, as he did in fact use from those books in homilies to teach and did affirm them as being authoritative. There's also the doctrinal use of the deuterocanonical books. So let's continue on to see what he has to say.
For the edifying of the church, we bring forward testimony. Thus Eleazar in the battle smote and brought down an elephant, but fell under the very beast that he killed. 1 Maccabees 6:46. Was he confused when he said that these books were only to be used for self-edification, and that's why they were included? What do you think?
So what do I think about this? Well, Pope St. Gregory didn't believe the Deuterocanon was uninspired or apocryphal, and Ben may suffer from Dunning-Kruger. The Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias where people overestimate their knowledge or ability in a specific area. And clearly there is a distinction, the distinction being between the proto-canonical books and the deuterocanonical books, but that distinction does not mean that they are uninspired.